Welcome back to the New Life Recap, your weekly roundup of comings and goings on the New Life server. This week, the Create mod becomes an aesthetic, Gravity officially claims more lives than the Nether, and one brave soul faces the Stronghold. Got it? Then let's go! The King of the Colony has a far more fitting throne, thanks to a bit of crystalline artwork. Martin's heard there's a freshly frozen friend in the form of one Jimmy Cold Guy Solidarity, and so he takes it upon himself to train the new apprentice, after showing off his superior sliding.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll do it here, look, I'll do it on this angle. Watch how quick I go. So if I pop my ice ability whilst running... Oh my god! That's the best shot!
The first test of Jimmy's mettle is cleaning up the Colin pen. Might as well get some free labor in exchange for teaching him, right? Stealth is also key to being a true cool guy, apparently. So the duo make a bet on who can place a cold sign closest to the most fiery man on the server, Mr. Mythical J Sausage, without being spotted. Jimmy gets caught without even a sign to show, but Martin gets as close as the front door using Jimmy as a distraction. Now that's cold-blooded. Back on his own, Martin finally settles on a brick pallet for the fireplace and chimney, just in time to hang the official banner of the colony upon it. Martin also builds a small igloo at his base for Jimmy now that he's passed the tests. A quaint little set piece that fits perfectly onto the new toy box, because of course. From an igloo to a sigloo, CPK's got a custom crab skin now, and he's feeling cool. He's also getting the hang of his new powers to mine the seabed, which is handy, because as nice as the sigloo is, it doesn't actually have anything useful in it. To get back to his old base and all his stuff, CPK heads out to look for a nearby waystone, and finds that his neighbors are up to quite a lot.
Guys, I am a crab living in a sand igloo, and there are people who have started the Industrial Revolution on this server. What is all this?
He finally finds a waystone at the Scarport, heading home to check on the island of multiplying pigs, which, in a twist of fate, is actually a snowy beach. The King of Pigs builds a new home here, another sigloo, the S stands for snow. CPK searches for diamonds on and under the seafloor, an untapped treasure trove. Or maybe not.
There's also a chance there's absolutely nothing at the bottom of the ocean, and we're wasting our time. Well, let me tell you, I've wasted my time on more stupid things than this.
After a few near brushes with death in the caves, CPK feels strong enough to take on a dungeon. What can get through diamond armor and a crab shell? While there's plenty of free loot on the lower floors, short crab arms make breaking spawners a difficult task, so he heads higher up. A big mistake that's quickly cut short.
I jumped to my own safety. How did he get... Oh my god.
Remember, folks, armor alone does nothing against fall damage, something that Pearl knows all too well. She starts out her week taking care of some chores, sprucing up the passage to the new honeycomb farm, and correcting the fan flow so her cooker actually makes use of the chimney. Speaking of the heat, she's planning a historically dangerous thing to do with limited lives, entering the Nether. Not looking to lose her copper golem status again, Pearl spends a lot of time preparing, getting mending for her boots, and brewing potions of fire resistance and slow falling, the only reason to want phantoms around.
Next batch of phantoms, please.
Pearl finally bites the bullet, builds the portal, and steps into a beautiful nether landscape. Beautiful and deadly.
And what is this? It's like blue obsidian. Wow. I feel like all my curiosity is gonna get the better of me in this situation, but I need to see what this is.
While curiosity may have killed the cat, it doesn't get the copper golem this time, and after a couple of close calls, Pearl makes it home safe and sound. To both celebrate and de-stress, she adds a new structure for her portal, with a little help from Sausage for gathering extra foliage. It's the perfect place to store all her nether goodies, making almost miniature versions of the biomes inside. Cozy. While Pearl picks out bits and pieces, Gems brought the whole nether home. It's certainly clogging up her chests, so she takes some time to reorganize all the materials from building her tower and greenhouse, and brew a few more potions in time for a testing session with Sausage, who leaves a mark in more ways than one.
Why is there a mythical sausage thing there? Creeper? Who's graffitiing my tower?
Gem now wants to fire up her base, make it more befitting of a blaze. She spreads lava, soul soil, and nether plants around her greenhouse and alchemy tower, like the corruption is spreading forth from the portal. A home only a blaze could love.
Whatever I am for my next life, might regret this. But I think it'll just add to the vibe, you know?
It's not just the terrain that gets a makeover. The torches in front get swapped out for some classic-style braziers, and if they can have open flames on them, why not the whole alchemy tower? To get all the glass she needs, Gem sets up a create-based fan smelter to save on fuel and add another touch of lava to the workings. Aesthetic and efficient. She scaffolds up the tower, quietly lamenting being the only flightless blaze she knows, and starts working on turning it into a giant torch. It's hard to get a good look at a flame this big when you're up real close, though.
I'll be honest, up close, really difficult to tell if this actually looks good or not. Kinda need to get far away. Oh! Not that far!
Maybe this is why there's no other flightless blazes. Who knows what'll rise from her ashes. Hopefully Gem's as happy as Sausage is, enjoying his phoenix's properly winged flight. Sparrow pops by for the first time since his transformation, and Sausage can finally say he's met all of the sentient copper golems so far, even if Rusty's AI is a little, well, fitting of his name.
Just say thank you! Just say thank you!
No, he's broken.
No, we already said hi. Oh, Rusty, please, please, please.
No.
Oh.
No, what? Rusty, please, just say thank you!
Thanks.
Oh, there you go. Phew.
With Sausage's new airborne abilities, he needs some builds to match, so he sets to work on a steampunk hot air balloon, the first one we've ever seen to include windmills. The inside doubles as a cozy autumnal roost for the Phoenix, full of books and barrels and its own fan art walls. And it would be the winged one to have a positive association with the word fall, as Sausage spreads some seasonal trees amongst the standard spruces. Fwhip pops by to visit the mending villager, and Sausage tries to test out what his tiny form looks like, but chickens out at 4.5 hearts. It's not worth risking his wings. They're too handy for swooping through the Nether on an Enderman hunt. Since he is, in his own words, overpowered, there's no better time to take a stab at fighting the Ender Dragon. 13 unbroken eyes of Ender and the power of flight is enough to find the stronghold, closer to home than expected. For a giant modded structure, the loot is underwhelming, but the portal room isn't, and in slot the eyes.
Let's fill them all in right now. Oh, that sounds so cool.
Even if Sausage doesn't want to go in alone, now the end awaits them all. And we're gone! That wraps up the week here on New Life Recap. Thank you so much for watching, drop a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want more. Check out the contributors in the description below, and we'll see you all next week.